Welcome to the Law and High, where law is made simpler and life is made better. This is your ultimate destination for everything legal. My name is Folakemi Jegede, and it is a great pleasure to take you on this beautiful journey of law. As you continue to enjoy the content, kindly subscribe to all our platforms on YouTube, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. You can't afford to miss any legal bit. Let's delve into today's content and topic. Welcome back. So today we are going to be discussing about maintenance and custody in matrimonial courses in Nigeria. A lot of times people always have this conception and question in their mind that it's always the mother that is having the custody of the children. Why some people believe that it's only the father that should pay maintenance and all that. People have different opinions about the legal system, about the rules that guide the matrimonial courses in Nigeria. First of all, you need to know that when we are talking about marriage in this context, we are talking about marriage under the act, legal marriage that is known under the law. So, assuming that there is a dissolution of marriage ongoing, what are the options available for the parties that is going through such dissolution of marriage in the area of custody and maintenance? Before the end of this topic, I want you to be able to answer three good questions. Number one, that either the husband and the wife is capable and is obligated to maintain the children of the marriage. Either of the husband or the wife is also obligated to maintain the other spouse. There are different conditions and factors that the law look at before coming to the conclusion who to do who and who to take care of who and who to have the custody of the children. So I'm going to start with the custody of the children. Section 70 of the Matrimonial Courses Act of Nigeria provides for the factors that the court should consider before granting custody to either the father or the mother. A lot of time people call and they will talk to us that no, is it that the mother, the wife would take the custody? Is it that the husband is asking for joint custody? Some will have asking for sole custody. But there is no fast and rule about these things. The factors that the court look at are the interest, the ultimate interest of the children of the marriage. Who is familiar with the children? Who will take care of the children? Who will be responsible? Who is emotionally connected to the children? And a lot of times the court has realized that for minors are children that are still under 7, are better off with their mothers, because there is an expectation that the mother is familiar with them, the mother will take care of them, and the court will also look into the gender of the child in question. If it's also a female child, it's better off with the mother. However, there are instances where the court has awarded custody of the children of the marriage to the father, especially when the mother is morally and mentally incapable to take care of the children of the marriage. So you have to come to court with the proof as a mother to establish the fact that you have the capacity. When I'm talking about capacity right now, I'm not talking about financial capacity. I'm talking about morally, mentally, and also you are emotionally connected to take care of the children of the marriage. So let's go to the issue of maintenance. So when you see a lot of dissolution of marriage, I'm not sure women normally ask for maintenance. People ask me, it's only abroad that the wife will be asking for alimony. Is it that is not allowed in Nigeria? But the truth of it is that our law also provides for maintenance of one of the parties in the marriage. It can even be the husband, it can even be the wife. The factors that the court look into when it comes to the maintenance of either the children of the marriage or the other spouse is 4 factors. And the first one is, number one, the means of the parties, the earning capacity of the parties. The court will also look at the circumstances and the conduct of the parties in the marriage. The court will also look at other circumstances, whether you have aged parents, you have dependents. Those are the things that the court will look into to form a judgment to form a decision the um, as to the maintenance to be awarded to either of the spouse and also as regards the children of the marriage. So according to Matrimonial Courses Heart right now, there is what we call compulsory conference that must be done. I've seen a lot of times in court that even some lawyers don't understand what compulsory conference means. Compulsory conference is a report that is compulsory between the husband, the two parties, to decide as to the welfare of the children of the marriage, and this has nothing to do with the court itself. So a lot of times the other lawyer will meet with the other lawyer, and the parties, it can be online, it can be on site, and they will decide as to the interest of the child. One of the things they decide on is number one, custody. Who should have the custody of the children of the marriage or the child of the marriage? Number two, who should take care of the education, the welfare, the day-to-day activities of the marriage? They will agree on terms, whether you want one of the spouse to have the sole custody or joint custody, access to the child, visitation rights. It is through this meeting, the compulsory meeting, that you will decide on those areas so that the court can focus on the main thing, which is the dissolution of marriage. When you watch movies, you will see people, they will tell you, I'm serving you a divorce report. There's nothing like that. It's not known to law. What normally happens is that you must file a petition, and from there, if children are involved or there is a child in the marriage, then compulsory conference must be done. It is inside the compulsory conference that you decide only on things that affect the children of the marriage. You cannot even decide that both of you want to divorce under compulsory conference, because it's not a call for the parties to make. You must prove that your marriage has broken irretrievably before your marriage can be dissolved according to law. So we are still on maintenance and custody. So I've said so far that maintenance can be towards the other spouse of the marriage and also towards the children of the marriage, and custody also can be to either of the spouse depending on the factors that the court has looked into. So I'm going to make emphasis on those factors as regards maintenance, because we are Africans, a lot of times we believe that it's only the husband that should take care of the children of the marriage. But according to the matrimonial courses, looking at these factors that I've explained earlier, the earning capacity, the means, the conduct of the parties, and other maybe dependents and other factors that the court may look into, you will understand that when courts look at all these factors, they cannot decide if the wife has the upper hand to take care of the children of the marriage, and the husband can prove it. Whether you like it or not, the court works with proof. The legal system works with proof. You must be able to prove it before the court that this other party has the earning capacity, has the means to finance the home. And if you can prove it, then it will be a joint collaboration between the husband and the wife. But if you cannot, then the husband will take the upper hand to take care of the children of the marriage. And please don't forget that you are taking care of the children of the marriage does not mean that you will be the one to have the custody of the children of the marriage. Like I earlier said, the factors that the court looked at is not financial when it comes to the custody of the marriage. What the court looks like is the interest, the utmost interest of the children. Look at the education, where they will get the best. Look at the emotional support, the moral support, the spiritual growth, and conducive environment. Those are the things that the court look at for in granting custody to either the father or the mother of the marriage. And also, if it's a minor, like I said earlier, the mother will have the upper hand. I hope you've learned something today. So I hope you've been able to answer my 3 questions. Number 1, maintenance. Who should pay maintenance in the marriage and the factors that the court look out for? Who should be granted custody? Is it the father or the mother? Is it always the mother in all circumstances? And also, I also mentioned that either of the spouse can even apply for the other spouse to pay maintenance to them. So I hope you've learned something today. And if you have any question, you can drop it underneath reach our channel. Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. The Law and I is where law is made simpler and life is made better.